Hi there, I'm Jodi Reinhardt. Welcome back to the Great American Stampin Show. We are on round 8. So yes, that means there have been 7 rounds prior to this. So if this is the first time you're joining us, definitely go back and look for the previous 7 rounds. I've got all of the Great American Stampin Show episodes in a playlist right here on my YouTube channel. So it's really easy to find, but there is just so much creative inspiration in those videos. Each time, myself, as well as my 3 competitors, come up with about a 15-minute video. Sometimes it's hard to limit it to just 15 minutes, but we choose a bundle and we come up with very different ideas and we share them with you. So this time for round 8, we have the Tricks and Treats bundle. It's a really cute Halloween stamp set and some coordinating dies that we're working with this time. And this is a competition. So, you know, it's fun to sit here in my space and come up with something creative and share it with you, but it's also a competition. So what you need to do is just watch all 4 videos. The links are all in the description, and then go back and vote for the one that you liked the most. And then we have our little crown and we just celebrate each other when we win. So it's just a friendly competition, but we each are very competitive as well, and we each enjoy winning. So watch the videos, go back and vote on your favorite. I will say, be sure that you subscribe to my email list too. That link is also here in the description, but you'll want to be part of my email list because we are doing the Great American Stampin Show girls. We are doing a 12 weeks of Christmas tutorial session for you. So for the 12 weeks leading up to Christmas, and the first one started this week, you're going to get a variety of tutorials for Christmas projects. So we're each designing some of them, which is great too, because you'll have a variety in styles. And so all of those will get delivered right to your inbox. All you need to do is join the email list. So like I said, there's a link to do that below. Real easy. So we have some tricks and treats for you this time. And while that's fun and important, you know, what I really want to know is, are you Team Candy Corn? Obviously I am, because this is like a 4-pound bag. And what's really ironic, I don't know how well you can see this. So apparently you're supposed to open this carefully and then you can seal it shut. I literally, you can see, I just dug in. Like I was so excited to get my bag of candy corn. I just dug right in. So now I have to use my little clip to close it. So I want you to have fun and relax and watch these tricks and treats videos. But what I really want to know is, do you like candy corn? Because I love candy corn. All right, enjoy. All right, so before I pull in my projects, I wanted to just quickly start with the actual Tricks and Treats bundle. This is a 12-piece photopolymer stamp set. You can see there's a variety of stamps in here, some that are larger, more focal point type images, a few smaller ones that can be more for backgrounds, and then the couple of greetings. You've got some dies that coordinate with these focal point images, and then some little tags. These are if you wanted to put holes to like make handles on a bag. You've got that cute little ghost, the word boo. There's other dies that I'm going to show you as I'm demonstrating my project, so you'll see them then. But what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to put all 3 in at once for you to see. Aren't they so cute? And you might be saying, well, this isn't a card. What's going on? One of the dies in the bundle is this right here. And if you do 2 of these, you can easily put it together to make a very cute box. Perfect for giving some treats. So I made 3 of them. I couldn't decide which one I liked the best. I used all different products from the bundle, so different dies, different stamps. I couldn't decide which one I liked the best, so I asked my husband, which one of these should I demonstrate? And he picked this one right here. So this is the one I'm going to go through start to finish and show you how to make. But I want to point out some of the other things that I did on these 2. I would love if you would comment and tell me which of these you like the most. Don't feel bad if it's not this one. This just happens to be the one I decided to show you, but I think they're all really adorable. So let's pull this one in first. This is Granny Apple Green. The haunted house is Gorgeous Grape cardstock with black ink on it. I did the little eek word there and I die cut it on that tag and added some ribbon. And then I added some of those other smaller filler type stamps that I mentioned. I've got some Brights designer paper across the bottom in Granny Apple Green, and then you can see those disc embellishments reflecting the light there. So that is the first one. This one is Gorgeous Grape, and then I stamped the Frankenstein image on Granny Apple Green and just die cut that. Here's the little ghost. There's not a stamp that coordinates with that. It's just the cute little die. And then the boo, I think you can see that that's foil paper. In the holiday catalog, there is a package that's got Granny Apple Green and Melon Mambo foil paper. So this is some Granny Apple Green, and the boo die is part of the Tricks and Treats bundle. Then you might notice the jagged edge there. There's another die I haven't shown you yet, and you can lay that across. So like my straight edge designer paper on here, I just laid it across the top for this one and got the jagged edge there. And then of course, there's more of those little iridescent discs added on there. So these are the two I'm not showing you exactly step by step, but I think they're really, really cute. What I do want to do is take a few minutes and show you this one. So let's start by pulling in, as I mentioned, if you use this die twice, you're going to get the two pieces you need to build the box. Also, you might have noticed on this one, different from the others, is the jagged edge across the top. So all I did was take this, line up the straight edge along the straight edge of the cardstock, crank it through my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, and that's how I got that. So I did this one in advance, and now I'm just going to take a moment to do this one. Okay, so now I've got the jagged edge across the top of both pieces, and I'm going to take my bone folder. You might be able to see the scored lines that the die put right onto the cardstock. I'm just going to use my bone folder to go over those and just make those a little more pronounced so they're easier to work with. And then we'll be able to easily just fold this right up into a box. What you can't see is like just literally probably 2 inches off camera, I have this pile of candy corn. So I'm trying to resist eating them while I'm talking and doing this video, but I have like zero willpower when it comes to candy corn. So I probably should have shoved them a little further away so they were out of reach, but we'll see if I can resist and have a little willpower. Okay, this adhesive that I'm using is our Stampin' Seal Plus. So it's a little stronger than our regular Stampin' Seal. And I'm doing that because it's a 3D box type thing. It's not a flat card or tag. So I've got my Stampin' Seal Plus along the edge, and I'm just going to line this up. I kind of guide it with my thumb down here and just press it right in. Then I'll put more on this little part. Okay, then you might notice how I folded it like this. I did that intentionally. Instead of just trying to fold that little piece up, it's kind of hard to handle just that little piece, especially when it has adhesive. So I just fold it right at this point, and then all I have to do is press that over into it. It's way easier to handle that piece and press it in than to handle that little tiny piece that's got adhesive on it. Okay, so you can see the box coming together here. And then to do the bottom, I am just going to put a little bit of adhesive there and there. And then I'm going to press this down into it. I'm going to kind of set my finger across there, and I'm going to take my bone folder and just press it just to make contact so it sticks on that adhesive a little bit. And then here, I'll put some more adhesive and then take that and just fold it up. Okay, so here is my box. And then some other dies that I did not yet show you are these. These are part of the Tricks and Treats. Can you tell what it is? Can you tell what it's going to be? How about now? How about now? I think I gave it away, right? So, adorable pieces of candy corn. So I used a Daffodil Delight and pumpkin pie, and then of course, basic white. So we will build our super cute candy corn. Isn't that so cute? And it's so easy to just put together. Isn't that fun? That literally is what sold me on this whole bundle, is building this little candy corn piece. I know it's kind of silly and there's a lot of cute pieces in here, but that's the one that just suckered me right in. Okay, so now that I've got these built, let's see, what do I want to do next? There's so many little things. Okay, let me set those aside. I'm going to set these dies aside. I think I'm going to pull in a piece of basic white, the Trick or Treat greeting, and my Memento Black ink. Ink that up right in the center there. And then I'm going to die cut that. And I think this is the last die from the set that I hadn't shown you because I was going to use it. So it's just this little label die. I'll pull that back in so you can see what it's going to look like. So I will go ahead and cut this on my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Okay, and we are almost ready to start building the box, to start putting everything together. This is what I need next. So this is our black and white gingham ribbon. It's in the annual catalog. And I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to wrap it. When I was designing this kind of made me think of like a mummy, just the way it's kind of wrapped somewhat randomly like that. And I'm just going to snip it here. I just wrapped it around a few times. So you see it like ends here, goes around, and then ends there. There's nothing like precise about that. You can make it different lengths if you want to. Do you notice the difference? Can you see the difference when I set these two next to one another? You maybe didn't notice it before, but I colored the ribbon on this one. And so I want to do that for you quickly. So I'm going to take this long piece of ribbon, and I'm going to take my Daffodil Delight Stampin' Blend. This is the dark one. And I'm going to, let me scoot that stuff up. I'm going to take the side of the bigger end and just color over the ribbon. And so all those spots that were white are now Daffodil Delight. Huh, that rhymed. So this is great because any Stampin' Blend that you have, you can totally change the color of ribbon. And it's not just this ribbon. You can really change the color of any of our ribbons. I don't know if I've tried it with like a satin type finish, but I would think that that would work. Let me know if you try that. I don't think I've ever done that. I color this ribbon a lot because I really like it and I like making it match my project. So one little tip I want to show you. So it's all colored. It goes through to both sides. I'm going to take, let me scoot that up so I don't make a mess. And scoot that. I'm going to take my scrap paper and fold it up and push down over the ribbon. And you can see the excess ink from the blend came right off on the scrap paper. So I'm going to do it again with this piece down here. So I'll just set it in there. Where'd it go? Up there. And that gets off the excess, so then I can use it and not worry about getting my hands all full of Daffodil Delight ink. Okay, I think I'm ready to start pulling pieces in I think so. All right, so I am going to I'm going to stick my finger in here for support and put just a little bit of adhesive right up on the top. And I'm going to set my ribbon into that. So it's just going to set across like that. And then I'm going to wrap it down, wrap it around, wrap it all the way over here. And I'm not going to put adhesive along all of it. You certainly could, but I just didn't find that it was necessary. I'm just putting a little bit more adhesive down here and pressing that into it. Then I'll just go back with my snips and cut off the excess ribbon. Now, if you wanted to, you certainly could make it go all the way around. I just thought that this gives it the look that I want and kind of saves me a little bit of ribbon. So that's why I decided to do it that way. Next, I'm going to take my Trick or Treat and put a couple Stampin' Dimensionals on the back. And then we'll attach that. And I'll put it just a little bit higher than center, right in the middle. And then my two cute little candy corns. I've been doing so good resisting that pile of candy corn right next to me. I'll put this one right down here. And this one up on the top left. Like that. And then if you're looking at the original one, you can see I need to add those embellishments. They're iridescent discs, something. I don't remember. All I know is I use them a lot. So I'm just going to add a few of those on here. And then there's one other thing I decided I'm going to try that I didn't do on the original that I want to do with you guys. So I am going to take, I might have shown you this before. I do it every so often, so I'm not sure if I've done it. I'm going to take my fine tip glue, and I'm not going to use it for an adhesive. I'm going to use it to add some gloss. So what I'm going to do is take, and if you, I don't know if I can, I mean, you can kind of see it. So if you remember, the base of the candy corn is the pumpkin pie, and then I added the white, and I added the daffodil. So the pumpkin pie is like set down in just a little bit. So what I'm going to do is take my fine tip glue and kind of raise that level a little bit by adding this layer of gloss. And then I'm going to do the same thing up here. So you're going to need to watch the other 3 videos. The links are in the description here. And then you're going to need to vote on the project that you like the best. And I sure hope you come back and give me the thumbs up. I enjoyed winning the crown a couple weeks ago. I would really like to wear it again. Okay, you'll notice that this dries a little bit darker, which I kind of like because then there's a little more contrast between the candy corn and the box itself. So when I pull them in, I think you can see the difference. You see how glossy that is? This one isn't dry yet, but you can see how glossy it is and the difference, how it's more dynamic, the color difference between the candy corn and the box itself. So let me pull all 3 back in so you can see all of the different boxes, and of course so many more that you come up with, all the different ideas that I had to share with you for the Tricks and Treats bundle. So take a look at the other videos, vote for your favorite. Don't forget to join our email list so that you can get those 12 weeks of Christmas tutorials that we have to share with you. All right, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.